Have my eyes finally forsaken me? Have the boxing gods just woken me up from a decade-long dream to hear the breaking news that Tyson the Gypsy King Fury will be taking on Anthony Joshua in 2026? Finally, finally. I'm sorry to y'all, but if you guys do not know, this has been going on for over a decade. I am 27 years old right now. When I was 17, let me take you guys back real quick, okay? Anthony Joshua in 2016 beat Charles Martin to become the IBF full heavyweight champion of the world, okay? In 2015, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury beats Vladimir Klitschko, right? To become the WBA, WBO, and IBF world champion at the time in 2015. So at one time, 10 years ago, both fighters were world champions in the heavyweight division. Both fighters held full world titles in this division. A lot of people said that they needed to fight each other 10 years ago. And you could even go before that. Boxing enthusiasts, boxing hardcores, 2014, 2013, 2012. If you were paying attention to the sport, you knew that these two guys were going to be at the highest level and someday could be talked about having a fight with each other. Well, it's been 10 years. And it seemed like in the last couple years, it was just a dream fight. A dream fight that people were begging to see. People that have probably passed away, that were in their beds, that were hoping to see it, but didn't make it, right? It's been 10 years. And now, officially, the fight has been signed. We're going to be getting Tyson the Gypsy King Fury versus Anthony Joshua 10 years later in what I will still call one of the biggest, most important events in heavyweight history, but also UK history. All right. Deontay the Bomber Wilder had his fights with Tyson Fury. Those were absolutely huge here in America. Here in the United States, we had our own fighting for a world title against Tyson Fury. We all seen how that ended. When you look at the era right now, you know, the positions that we are in boxing right now, Alexander Usyk has obliterated everybody. And it seemed like this fight was just never going to happen. Tyson Fury retired, losing back-to-back fights against Alexander Usyk. You know, Anthony Joshua fighting against Francis Ngannou, then fighting against Daniel Dubois, and now fighting against who? Jake Paul. It seemed like it would never happen. But finally, and I know my UK brothers are thinking the same thing. Finally, it's gonna happen, but it's not happening without a catch. Let me talk to you guys about this, all right? Both fighters have to compete in one boxing fight leading up to their mega event that's taking place in 2026. So for Tyson Fury, I really don't know who this guy is gonna come out of retirement and fight. We don't know if they're going to give him a mediocre boxer so that way he could get some of the ring rust out of him. He looks good, a guaranteed win. We don't know if they're going to put him in there with a top dog, right? All we know is that he has to compete in one boxing fight, most likely in spring, win that fight, and will be guaranteed the mega event in 2026. Now, the same thing for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has a boxing fight coming up this Friday, December 19th, against who? None other than El Gallo, Jake Paul. Now, I don't necessarily know if this is the fight that Anthony Joshua has to win to lock in that 2026 mega event. I don't know. This might just be a warm-up. Anthony Joshua's team, they took this fight on short notice. They're probably thinking it's going to be absolutely easy. Anthony Joshua might just have to fight one time in spring, right? And then in the end of 2026 is when we'll be getting the mega fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. Now, that's the catch. But the question is, will it all play out to that, right? We've seen this happen before, and we've seen this mess up before. Devin the Dream Haney fights Jose Ramirez. Ryan Garcia is fighting Rolly Romero. Ryan Garcia is supposed to win. Devin the Dream Haney is supposed to win. That fight was supposed to be set up next in what was going to be a mega fight, right? All this went down on the Times Square card. Rolly Romero drops Ryan Garcia, shocks the world, and puts an end to that. We seen Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia talking about after their fights, and because of that, Ryan Garcia loses it and never lives a day to see that event happen. Maybe it might happen in the 147-pound division. I don't know. But that's exactly what they're doing with Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury now. They better put Tyson Fury with, somebody who's mediocre. No matter what, he might be able to win. Anthony Joshua better not lose to Jake Paul, or you can forget about all that. I really don't know if anybody will have interest in seeing Anthony Joshua fight against Tyson Fury after Anthony Joshua just lost to Jake Paul, right? No matter what, we still want to see that fight. But it'll water it down and make it taste nasty, all right? This is an absolutely huge event. Not only in the UK, people are calling it the greatest UK event in history. This is also one of the biggest heavyweight fights here in the States. And I cannot wait, bro. This is a fight that I told you I was 17, 16, waiting to hear the announcement that both of these guys will be fighting against each other. It's been 10 years later. It is what it is. But I can't wait, my friends. Let me know in the comments what you think about this fight. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm out.